Triller, just come already.
It's too easy. What it do? What it do? How y'all doing? This is boy King Barco. I'm here with Dominic and Poppy.
What's good, baby?
Yeah, we're here to get it, man. We're here to get it. Yeah. Funny week. Hell of a funny week. Fucking yeah, I don't know. You want something to kick off with it?
I feel like they know what we're about to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because they know the topic of discussion. There's a lot of shit that happened, man. And man, we keep beating a dead horse. Basically, we keep beating a dead horse, and it's like the same shit over and over again, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all
man,
women out here, wow.
That's just how it is, man. It's a fucking and I don't want this shit to turn into an echo chamber, but I want to put emphasis on this shit because there's a lot of people that ignore this shit. A lot of people think we're just talking out of our asses and shit like that. Like, no, these are actual topics, actually things that happen outside. And it doesn't matter who you are or where you are in life, whatever you do, this shit continues to happen. You could be a judge working 30 plus years in the court system, and your fucking wife, you find out all your kids after 51 years of marriage, right?
It was 30 years of marriage, but
30 years of marriage.
51.
Yeah, so yeah, after 30 years of marriage, only to find out that none of your kids are yours. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about that judge. Let me get more context. But yeah, there's a judge who just came out online. I guess he had to get a kidney transplant or something like that.
Yeah, so the judge he had to get a kidney transplant, so they were looking for a match. So when they did a match, they did a DNA match with to see if his sons could give him a kidney. However, during that process, because they were in a match, during that process they realized, okay, like the DNA is not aligning together. So he's like, what the fuck? Like, why the hell? So he got like a full like fledged DNA like test, and it turns out, paternity test, and it turns out that they weren't his kids, and he has no idea who the kids may be biologically. So he was saying like it could have been a plumber, it could have been a pool guy, it could have been anybody, but basically his wife was fucking whomever and claimed that she got pregnant by him, which is that's just pure evil, man. That's fucked up.
So I just pulled up the story according to Narland. Yeah, so the judge, it was 51 years of marriage.
Oh, 51 years of marriage.
51 years of marriage.
The kids are 40-something years old. Yeah,
they're 40-some years old. So he was with her for a time. For 10 years, I guess they're trying to have kids or something like that. Or I guess just for 10 years, they didn't have kids or whatnot during that marriage because both the sons one's 40 and one's 42.
Yeah.
And he's still supporting him, which is fucking crazy. And fucking,
because that was his responsibility.
I mean, yeah, you still want to support your kids, but like when you're full on supporting them though and their lifestyle,
yeah, that's fucked up.
That's fucked. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, how old is like he's probably like in his 70s, right?
Yeah, he's old as shit.
In the 70s, close to 80s probably. And I guess he was, so I've been married for 51 years. I got two sons, 42 and 40. I'm still supporting them. They did a test to find out if they got a kidney good enough for my brother and found out something interesting. They ain't my kids, they're somebody else's. It's a cool world out here, man.
Think about living your entire life and it's a lie.
It's a fucking lie.
It's a lie. You ever seen it? You ever seen the show The Truman Show? The movie?
Oh,
The Truman Show?
Yeah. I talk about
like the motherfucker always knew something was up, right? He always knew like something like why is everything so routine? Like why are people always like where they are when I'm at this specific place. He started catching on to it as he got older, and then to find out once he tries to like travel and reach the end of the area that he was captured in, basically held capturing. He realized, damn, like his whole life was just a show. It was just a lie, the Truman Show. So, damn, man, like imagine that you're you're a high earning individual. You making 200 plus K a year. You supporting your whole family. You putting the kids through college. You paying for every fucking need. You paying for her every need. She don't even have to work. And then she just lied and said that she was pregnant by you.
Man, it's a cruel world though. That should open. If that doesn't open your eyes, I don't know what will, because some shit like that shit right there will have me bouncing off the fucking walls.
Yeah,
Like
I
some shit
mean,
like that. Like I lose my
yeah,
fucking shit. I wouldn't. I don't even
that,
know. And
that,
the thing,
they should mandate, like it has to be like mandated by law for every person to get a paternity test
yeah,
before they start support. I don't care if you're married 15, 20 years before you start supporting that child and supporting that woman.
yeah,
It should be mandated that you get a paternity test because this is a cruel fucking world, dog. This is like
straight cruel world.
it's a cruel world, man.
Yeah, fucking yeah. So, and that's crazy. I mean, I don't wish that even on my worst enemies. Like I probably have enemies out there, people that wish me ill, and I wouldn't wish that on them. Cause that shit right there, because that shit right there, I don't know, that shit would have me fucking, that shit would have me going off the walls. I ain't even gonna front. But but yeah, no, I mean it happens though. This is why I say, hey, protect yourself at all times, gentlemen. Future always, if not me, then listen to Future. Future already
Yeah,
said this. It's an evil world out there. So
it's a
protect your
cruel
fucking
world.
neck. Protect your fucking neck. And
Care
diversify
about
your bonds, nigga.
make yourself a priority because man, these hoes are opportunistic.
Yeah, so fucking, but yeah, no, guess moving, I guess something in the similar realm of that. I guess what's that musician's name? Omar Alay.
Omale, yeah,
Omar Alay.
Omahale.
So he had a concert, and the individual, trying to find it. He had a concert, and the individual, a man brought his girlfriend that he's been dating for a year, around a year, and from what he said, because I'll come to that shortly, but yeah, he's been dating for about a year, and he brought it to her, her favorite artist, Omar, and she ended up having a chance to go upstage, and so while she went up there, I guess they put like a screen onto the stage, and there was a silhouette and like a light shining on him, and I guess when he was performing, she was on him, kissing him and everything in front of her boyfriend, in front of the man who paid tickets to bring her on, from my understanding, which is wild as fuck. I'm like, it's crazy though. He paid for the fucking tickets, and fucking she went up there and did that shit to him right in his face. She
But
didn't give a fuck.
do you think there were signs?
Oh yeah, no, most definitely. I mean,
I mean,
it,
'cause you date a person for a year and they do something like that, there had there had to be some signs. There had to be some type of like disloyalty signs that
I'm
she showed
sure.
me before.
I'm sure she did, but men, we're not we don't pick up the emotional cues on women.
Right.
We don't pick up those emotional cues on women. Like once a woman doesn't care about you emotionally, she's done with you.
Yeah.
She's done with you. Like you got to pick up the emotional cues. If the emotion's not there anymore, things you're not doing, you got to pick it up. But at the same, like I said, it low key, I think it would be his fault. Low key, but overall, for just common sense and just reasonability, this motherfucker, And this is the same shit I talk about, girls going to Usher concerts and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking nah. So there has to be, there has to be a boundary and a limit. And I guess he didn't set them because, man, we're just so happy to be there. We're like, oh, I got the girl now. Oh my gosh, we're having sex every other day, this and that.
Yeah.
You're thinking, yeah, it's the bee's knees, so you ignore all the other signs. You ignore all the other signs, and then once shit hits the fan, you act like you didn't know nothing. You know,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you act like you don't know nothing.
That's what I'm
And
saying. I'm like, man, like there had to be signs because why would you take a girl like that close to the stage? You know?
yeah, and this girl was on his ass. She was slurping his face off.
Yeah.
Like if you see the video, she was slurping all
As
throughout the
shit.
silhouette.
I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, like I'm thinking she unzipping his pants, like
Yeah,
grabbing his junk, trying to,
yeah.
like it looked explicit. Like I was like, damn, or what are they doing behind stage?
Oh yeah,
This
nah.
this just shows, like we ain't trying to attack women, but this shit shows that women are opportunistic and very hypergamous.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I mean,
Very hyper. Like they
she
will
shot a
leave
shot.
you. They will leave you in a heartbeat just for an experience, just for an experience. And guess what? Like they're not even thinking long term in that moment. They're not thinking long term
Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure she was like, okay, this was just a fun experience. He's a performer. I'm gonna come back to my boyfriend when I get down.
yeah,
And good
nah.
on him. Good on him for leaving. Good. I hope he did not hit her back up. I hope he blocked her. I hope
So
he blocked her.
supposedly he left her. So
Huh?
supposedly, after all that, or after all the thing hit the fan,
Yeah.
fucking what's called supposedly he left her, and so she went back, no boyfriend, and I think at a certain point she was homeless. I can't remember if that's true or not, but supposedly he dumped her, and fucking she didn't have a spot to stay.
But y'all see what I mean, right? Like women, when y'all get into a situation, y'all need to think like long term. Like, all right, like what would be the consequences of this? What would be the consequence? What are the possible consequences? Sometimes, some niggas are weird. Some niggas would be like, oh yeah, baby, you just had a good time, whatever. Like some niggas are bitches. They'll take you back. But if they're actual man and they stand on business,
Yeah, because I
you'll
mean,
have your grass.
if he doesn't have anything else going for himself, and then you're the like to him, like simp type dudes,
Yeah,
simpy type dudes that don't get no play, don't know how to
yeah.
talk to girls, don't know how to even approach them, and he's just happy to be there. Oh yeah, he's gonna make time. He's gonna try to suck up, be the sucker, pretty much. That's pretty much what he's gonna be. And so fucking, when you're like that, I mean, I don't feel bad for you or your situation because I'm like, man, you should have seen the signs, dog. You should have seen it. Like, and this is why I tell men, be careful because shit like that. When you see the signs, that shit could save your life because you never know. This bitch could be plotting on you. I've seen bitches plotting on niggas.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man, this bitch could be plotting on you. Some of these women don't give a single fuck about you. They could be plotting on you and waiting for your downfall, and they just want to be the person to be there for it, so they can go back and tell their girls like, "Oh, I ruined this man because I felt like it." They like that shit. Toxic ass,
It's
horrible ass
all
women like that.
they
They
they like
love.
living like. Why do you think like when you go to Tyler Perry movies is mostly is 95% women inside of those Tyler Perry movies? They love that drama. They love that
Yeah,
shit. If they can recreate that shit for themselves, man, that's a good high in their life. That's next to smoking heroin for them. I mean, yeah, like taking heroin. So yeah, I don't know, like that. That just shows me right there, like you really cannot. You really have to look for the signs, and two, that you really can't trust a woman fully until like like she's locked down, like married, with kids. But even then, I don't know. Even I don't know. You gotta actually do your research nowadays. You gotta ask all the right questions. You gotta be like locked down, ready to at least ready to be married or something like that. But you gotta tie the knot with these girls because man, they're not thinking long term. They're not thinking long term, man. Because I'm pretty
No.
sure I know for a fact. I know for a fact that she knew she wasn't about to be this man's boyfriend just because she danced on stage with him. No, that was a one time. She knew that was a fling. She was trying to have fun, and old dude was like, whatever. Like I'm trying to get the crowd popping. This is gonna be a big story, whatever. Or
Yeah.
hey, like I'm about to let this girl slut me out, or I'm gonna slut her out. In a way. But it was
Yeah.
man has endless bitches,
Yeah. Because
endless.
I'm like, and the thing is, they try to paint the boyfriend in a negative light. They try to put him in a negative light. They
That's
said,
what I'm trying to figure out. What
yeah,
what the fuck did he do wrong? He left
yeah,
her.
yeah, and so they're like, oh no, let her have a good time, gosh. Why you so jealous and insecure? Why you all this and why you that? And what's called? And they were saying that they're with each other for 7 years with no ring, no commitment or nothing, and they're trying to turn the narrative on the dude. They're trying to turn the narrative on the dude. Everybody was going crazy. And fucking they're like, nah, 7 years, nah, she deserved to be with a real man. You lucky you were even with her. I'm like, and I'm saying this like all the Instagram posts I'm seeing and everything. And the dude, but in the process, the dude became Instagram famous. And now he had an interview with Kai Cenat
Yeah,
to
yeah.
tell he had an interview with Kai Cenat to tell his story. It was like a little bit. Shout out to Freak too on TikTok, dog. I be watching your content all the time, man. I be getting crazy as updates because of you, dog. So shout out to you, man. If y'all know where I get my news from, that's my news source. That's my black CNN.
Is what happened at the concert real? It's real, man. And how long was y'all dating for? How long was what? Yeah, how long was y'all dating for? Dating less than a year. So what's y'all excuse now? It was less than a year. What's y'all excuse now? Kai also put him on a 20v1, which people were mad because he didn't pick Jazz. He picked Seven, the one, right? But let's wait. I went on Jazz page. She's fine, but if he's
But yeah, so dudes becoming Instagram famous, which I'm happy for. I'm like, hey man, do your thing, dog. Shit, hopefully we can get him on the podcast. And fucking, but yeah, fucking, yeah, I'm like, y'all, and the thing is, what's called, yeah, no, he left the ass. He left the ass. Oh my bad, I'm still watching this video. But yeah, no, she made her choice and she shot a shot and she failed.
Yeah. I
Look,
mean, he succeeded. Yeah,
yeah, she was kissing on him and everything. He actually tried to push her off him a little bit.
yeah.
Look, and she still tried to hug on him.
She succeeded. She got what she wanted.
Oh yeah.
She
All
got what she
somebody else
wanted.
is done. Oh yeah. All
Yeah,
somebody else is done. Oh
she got
yeah.
what she wanted, but she didn't think long term. She didn't think of the consequences.
Nope.
And I'm happy for that because he Instagram fan. He probably getting endless bitches now.
Oh
He
yeah, no,
probably he probably got every bitch hitting him up like, man, she shouldn't have done you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably got like endless females like feeling bad for him, trying to like help him out. Um,
yeah. Oh, she was
so
humping on him. I was like,
yeah,
ah
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. She was doing the most, man. That like any girl that would do something like that to a stranger or a known celebrity, whatever. Any girl that would do some shit like that to them and they have a man is not wife material.
Yeah, no, like what's the name? Yeah, no, I'm happy for him. Dude. I'm happy for him. It's not because motherfuckers we're trying to demonize this man. I'm like, yo, like
And
fucking
why are females trying to defend her? Like what is there to
because
defend?
most of them would want to do the same thing too. That's the thing. They want to do the same thing. They want to do ratchet shit like that. So they want to validate it. Where's the best place to validate bullshit? The internet.
Yeah,
So you go to the internet, find that self validation. I mean, it don't matter how they find it. Whether they find it through Instagram or they find it through TikTok or somewhere, like it's always some bullshit.
yeah,
And so I'm like, yeah, that's what they women like that like to do. They like validation. So that's why all these women were tag teaming, trying to go against this man, and he didn't did nothing wrong. The the mistake he did was ever dating that woman. That was the only the one and only mistake he made was dating that woman. That was
well,
it.
that's a mistake that is not necessarily like he didn't have a kid with her.
Oh
You know
no,
what I mean?
he's lucky.
Yeah,
He's lucky. Oh, I'm glad he didn't drop no babies with her because that would be a living nightmare.
yeah. That would be a living nightmare
Oh,
for
man.
there's their child to grow up learning the story of what happened. Yeah, that shit was wild, dog.
She literally kissed a stranger on stage just because he's a celebrity. While
A stranger, dog. A stranger.
stop bringing
Yeah.
up the ring.
A stranger, dog.
Years and you're only 22 years old. That means y'all knew each other since high school, bro.
She's 22.
Nah, this is the bullshit they were saying. They're saying 7 years, 8 years together. They only
Oh,
were together for a year.
yeah, less than a year.
Only
Yeah,
for a
they didn't
year,
know.
yeah. Yeah, I'm like, nah, Brody. I'm like, nah, because that shit kept getting exaggerated and exaggerated and then
Yeah,
exaggerated again. I'm like, man,
they didn't get the full story yet until they actually talked to him.
yeah, that shit was uglier than Donald Trump's new sneakers. Oh man, that shit was
Hey,
uglier than his sneakers.
hey, Donald Trump trying to appeal to the community, huh?
Yeah,
He
he's
trying,
like,
he trying to get invited to the barbecue or what? Like,
and
what's
then
going on?
Fox News didn't make it better either. They're like, yeah, he created a new sneaker. Now all black voters are gonna flock to him because black people love sneakers.
Bro, it like Kanye, I mean, if he would have like teamed up with Kanye or something like that, then it would have been
Yeah,
like much more respectable.
and
But
to keep it real, they sold out.
of course, they sold out because
Yeah,
people
'cause
will buy that
the
shit
supporters.
just for clout, and
400
then the resale value,
$400
the
for those
resale
ugly
value
ass.
of that shoe. That's why the resale value.
True, yeah, true.
I would buy it. Honestly, I found out too late. I would have bought it just to resell it. I wouldn't have worn it. I would have
Yeah,
bought it just to resell it.
just the design of these goddamn shoes though is just ugly.
Yeah, I
It
was like,
was like it,
where the fuck was he going with this? Like, what the fuck was
I
he?
mean, he knew what to do because now he owes the state of New York. Was it like almost $500 million, three hundred and
Dog,
sixty-five
I
million
mean,
dollars?
they're just coming up with shit, dog. Like, it's,
I mean, yeah, they're just bringing everything out,
yeah,
and so he's making hustle moves, which I gotta respect. He's
yeah.
making hustle moves, which he knew he had a large support in. So he's like, okay, what do I do? Create sneakers. And they some ugly ass shoes. I'm sorry.
It's some ugly
If,
ass shoes. I get the point.
even if
I get
you're
the
a
point.
black supporter of Trump, even if you're a black supporter of Trump, you gotta admit there's some ugly ass sneakers. They should have got with actual black people for this shoe.
Facts.
They
I
should
don't know
have got with
who
actual
I
black
don't know
people.
who his team was.
Yeah, black people would have bought these shoes.
I don't know who his team was, or like whoever gave him the idea didn't really give him.
They should have reached out to Kanye. Yeah,
Yeah, they should have reached out to Kanye because
they should
him
have
and
reached out
Kanye
to
would
Kanye.
have teamed up, made a shoot.
Oh yeah,
They,
that
they
shit would
would
have
have
been
made
crazy.
billions.
Oh yeah, that shit would have went hella crazy. Yeah, nah, on the real though, like that shit would have went hella crazy. Yeah, nah, hey, but yeah, nah, fucking, yeah, but fucking Donald Trump's making money moves and shit. So should fucking Adrian Peterson. That motherfucker owes so much money. He owes like what was it, like 5 million or some shit? And
Five
then
point two billion. Dog.
yeah,
I look. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I often get like I often get so mad at athletes that go broke,
mm,
but I understand it. When you're
yeah,
not financially literate, like where you're not when you think that this money is like let's say okay, so they signed to your first deal, right? CJ Stroud, I'm pretty sure his first deal, his rookie deal was probably 30 million 3-4 years, right? They sign you to that deal, you're like, all right, bet I'm a multi-millionaire, I'm good for life. That is your mindset. You're thinking, okay, I'm good for life. But football only lasts 10, 12 years, which is enough time to set you
Yeah.
straight for the rest of your life. But football only lasts on average 8 years, really. So you play the game of football, you get these big ass, fat ass checks, and you get out, and you're trying to maintain that same lifestyle, but now you're going at a deficit. You're going like at a deficit immediately. You know what I mean? So you gotta like,
Yeah,
you gotta be financially literate, man. It don't matter how rich you are, it's how you spend your money, man. This man, Adrian Peterson, was one of the best running backs of all time. Was highly paid.
made
Highly paid.
$100 million in his career.
Yes, $100 million, dog. That means you're not supposed to have any type of financial hardship at all.
Man, these dudes don't know. So the thing is, most of them skip that finance seminar once they get drafted into the NFL.
They don't skip it. They go. It's a mandatory. They have to go.
But they go, but they skip it. They skip it once they get there. They all walk out and say, "Yeah, there's videos. Yeah, there's videos of them walking out and shit. They'll hang out in the back and then sneak out from the fucking little.
Oh, you talking sneak out?
Yeah, they all fucking leave. They get the fuck out of there. The few that actually stayed are probably the ones that still have their millions. But fucking yeah, everybody else they sneak out in the back and just chill.
So hey, do you remember that financial class we got in boot camp?
Yeah.
So that financial class we got in boot camp, right? There's a bunch of people. There's like maybe like 2 or 3 people that came in. Someone from the bank. There was your CEO who basically was like the CEO of your company in boot camp, and there was like some people that were trying to get donations for, like donations for like your what you call it, charity stuff, like charitable donations. Yeah. So there are people that are coming in trying to like kind of like get you started like while you're in boot camp and hoping that you listen. A lot of us were already fucked up in boot camp mentally because we're in shock still. So us trying to hear that financial class.
Yeah, no, we're not trying to hear.
It wasn't translating. Like for me, it was not translating. I was like, okay, TSP, what is that? Like I was like, all right, like what is this stuff? But it wasn't translated because I'm still like thinking in fear right now because I'm trying to get used to everything. So I wonder if it's like the same situation. Like, okay, I got to make the team. I'm focused on making the team. I'm not trying to hear this financial shit. I'm focused on trying to make the team. And so,
But usually it's after the draft, and I know. But the thing is, these guys are making millions of dollars. We were barely making over $20K. We're barely making over $20K fresh out of boot camp.
But it's
and getting shitted on every day. These guys are superstars in college. They couldn't walk down the street for a couple years. They haven't been able to walk down the street without getting mobbed by all sorts of women. Athletes are the ones that have like the primo women jumping on them, college girls and shit like that, trying to fuck them. They got 10 or 20 a week, trying to be their next baby mama.
Yeah,
like they you know what I mean? Like
that's a lot of pressure, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
yeah, I mean, if anything, that's what they're focused on. But us, we're just trying to get the fuck out of there as fast as we can. We're trying to get the fuck out of there. We're getting yelled at. Fucking heft right, face. Front lead rest position, move. I'm like, oh shit.
Like, God damn it, who fucked up?
Oh fuck, but yeah, no, I'm just like, yeah, no, like you trying to get the fuck out of there as fast as you fucking can. But nah, man, it was
yeah, the rookie symposium is post draft. However, they are required to attend that. Like they're required to attend that class. Yeah. The only thing is how many of them actually fucking pay attention. I think a lot of them leave shit up to their agents. A lot of them, they're like, fuck it. I got an agent. I'm not really worried about it, but their agent is fucking them from behind the entire time.
Oh yeah, because I'm like the agent's only there to make the big deals. You
Yeah,
need a manager, you need a financial advisor. Like
yeah,
after you get paid, let's say you make $10 million. What's his name? Shannon Sharp already broke this down in the fucking nightcap. By the way, go
yeah,
watch. Amazing show. Also the Shay Shay Club. Shout out to you y'all. Doing amazing things over there. Fucking but yeah, he was breaking it down. Like you gotta pay your fucking what's called your agent. Got to pay your manager if you have one, which it's usually recommended because a manager handles your day to day. Your agent handles the big deal. Your manager handles the day to day. So
hmm,
both of them together are probably taking 20% of your check.
yeah.
20%, half of it's going to the government. So that's already 70% of your money
Depending on what
because
state they're
yeah, because it's a luxury tax. Because once you're getting paid millions of dollars, it's a luxury tax. And so, fucking, you got to pay that luxury tax. Once you're making over 100K, you start getting these luxury taxes.
Yeah, that's
And
why they encourage football players to donate their
yeah,
funds so you
yeah.
can
If you
save
donate to
more.
charity, you can skip. Yeah, you can skip that
Yeah,
whole. That's why all these companies have all these charitable organizations and
yeah,
everything. You know, not because they care, but because they want to skip out on taxes because of
yeah.
the tax.
That's mainly what it is.
Yeah,
Because
you know what I
I
mean.
do it. I do it as a
Yeah,
bottom feeder.
yeah.
You know.
I mean, yeah, I'll do it too. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be like, yeah, I'll go and do it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
But yeah, so that's how they do it, and they skip that. You got to pay your agents, got to pay that. That's already 30% of your money.
yeah. That's 30% right there.
I mean,
Oh,
well, my bad. That's
40%.
well, if you pay charity, then don't have to pay taxes. Then okay, going back to 20, and then what's called then you got family. All family wants to come in like, oh my gosh, baby, we made it. We made it. We're big now.
You ever,
We.
you ever seen Naruto?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm like Itachi in that motherfucker shit.
I'm like shit. Oh
Oh,
yeah, figure. Hey,
we
I,
made
I
it.
got. I actually have the headband. Shit, in a little bit I'll probably bring it out. But yeah, fucking. Yeah, nah, fucking. Nah, Brody. What's going? Family. Then you gotta pay the house. You gotta buy a house. That's if you don't buy your mama because you want to buy your mama a house. You want to buy your dad a house. I mean, you have all these bills coming up now. All family got a great idea. They're like, "Hey, man, you know, I have this idea where we can flip this whole neighborhood. We buy it, and then we flip it, and then we can go ahead and go cut the profit. Yeah, just give me about 200,000, 1 million, 1 million. Sound good to you?
And then you see him at the casino, and then you call him later. Hey, how's that idea? And you hear the casino machines going in the background.
Yeah. If
Oh
he's rolling around
yeah.
the
Yeah.
Lamborghini,
I'm at the casino trying to close the deal right now. Yeah. Oh, so you're
yeah,
not gambling? Nah, man. I gave that shit up years ago.
yeah, nah, fuck it. He's in the fucking Lamborghini. You see his post on Instagram, blessed. He like, hey, motherfucker. Like, where the fuck you get that Lamborghini from? He calling him. Like, hey, motherfucker, where the fuck you get that Lamborghini from, bitch? Oh, hey, nephew, yeah, no, it was a deal I did with the dealership. I got to deal with the dealership. You know, I can be a manager too, you know. I was like, hey, you motherfucker.
Motherfucker, where my return on investment?
Yeah. Well, just get back to me. Get back to me. I'm like, yeah, you think he's about to do, God's work with that loan he gave him.
Yeah, you about to see him in a strip club.
You about to see him in a strip club, sucking on strippers' titties, giving them fucking 100,000 bills. I'm like, you motherfucker. I'm just like, nah, Brody. So, like, if I make it big, um, if we're close, like real close, and if I can help you like that, I'm probably gonna give you like one big loan and that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him
It's gonna be capped.
loans. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give him like one big loan or something.
Yeah,
And if it's like a mom or dad, I'll pay it off and do what I gotta do.
yeah,
But yeah, like me and you gotta be close. Like I gotta be close to your ass for me to give you money. If I loan it, that's a different story. And I gotta I'm gonna bring out a contract and everything. Yeah, you owe me this much.
Oh
I
yeah,
need it back. Like I don't give a fuck. Like you can hate me, man. That's your family, man. That's your. I don't give a fuck. Fuck. It's like my family is. Those niggas weren't paying my bills. Where the fuck were them niggas at? You know what I
bitch,
mean?
you up with me shooting in the gym?
Shit, you weren't shooting me in the gym. Was it Rick Ross?
Yeah,
Stay scheming.
yeah,
Hey, that was my shit.
yeah.
Niggas wanna get at me. Hey, that shit was hard. But fucking yeah, I remember that song. But fucking yeah, no. Once you start making that money, man, everybody's gonna come after you. Everybody. And
Everybody.
so
I'm talking about
and
you got like,
and
man.
that's not even mentioning if you have a baby mama or a girl coming in, you gotta sign
Oh,
contracts with me.
if
Like
you
any
got
girl.
a if you got a baby mama and you make money,
Ooh.
you boy, you better have that girl live with you.
Hey, I'll be like this. Listen, baby, I'm gonna give you $1 million. You got to sign this contract and never put me on child support. We
Facts.
got joint custody. Never put me on child support. You have $1 million right there. Now you can take me to court and try to get more money and be greedy. You can, but I have money to pay for the best lawyers. You're
Yeah,
not gonna beat me.
yeah, that's facts.
So what I got the money now. You won't beat me.
Mm-hmm.
And so what's called we can play that game, or you have $1 million right here, baby.
Yeah,
Which
million
one you
dollars
want to play?
right here.
$1 million right. You can, but you never touch my money again. Which one is it? Better decide. Got 10
Yeah,
seconds.
I would put a contract right there, like a million, and be all right. You
Yeah,
got a million.
you
You
can.
need to make this shit last. I'm gonna give you a certain amount a month, but you got a million just so you can never put me on child support. If you
Now
violate,
after that million, I'm good. I'm good. I'm never gonna take care of you financially. Or anything.
nah,
Like the
no, because
only time
if you make
if you're having
$100 million
financial
deal,
struggles, yeah, if she's having financial struggles, the kid could come live with me until you figure your shit out.
bruh, I'm telling you, once you make that $100 million contract, these athletes, once they make, I have no idea why they blast their contracts to the fucking news like it's everybody's fucking business.
Yeah, I don't want
But
nobody to know what I make. You
I
know
don't
what I
want
mean?
nobody. I don't want nobody to know that shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Who gave you that number?
But that comes with the territory. But that's the shit though. That's the shit I be talking about. It comes with
Yeah.
the territory. Once you take that lifestyle, it comes with the fame and everything. Everybody wants to know every little single thing about you. Every publication wants to know your whole life story. And if
But
you don't tell it to them, they're gonna make one for you. Yeah,
and
if you don't.
it's greed though. It's greed. So once they figure out, okay, you gave him a million, right? But once they
Yeah,
figure out, man, this motherfucker worth 100 mil now. Nah, I'm going to court.
nope. We already signed a contract, baby.
They don't give a fuck about that. They going to court, dog. They going to court.
we,
Women
we,
and
we get
women
tested
are good
validity.
at this shit, man. They are good
Yeah.
at crying wolf. They're good at like
Yeah.
making up anything.
Also, make sure if you have a girl sign a contract, she's not crying during that fucking thing. Make sure she's not crying because they could toss it out for emotional distress
Yeah.
and say she signed it under emotional distress. They could throw that shit out in court.
Make sure
Remember what
they're making sure the tears hit the contract.
yeah, make sure she's not crying. Make sure she's not belligerent before. If she's in a bad mood, be like, okay, baby, no worries. We'll come back. We'll come back tomorrow. Your money's on hold until then. You gotta act on that. Oh, okay, okay. Well, go sign that. Well, we'll be back. No, actually, let me take you out to the movies. Let's go relax. We'll come back tomorrow, okay?
Yeah. That's,
And she'll come back with a better mood. Yeah, like I wouldn't even if she tries to straighten up, I'm like, nope,
yep.
nope. You got till tomorrow, baby. If not, this ain't gonna happen. And you can take me to court, but thing is, I'm gonna have the best lawyers in the world. And the only way you're gonna get money out of me is if you hit me with back pay. And if you hit me with back pay, that's after our son's already past 18. Yeah, that's the only way you're gonna come after me because my lawyers are gonna be able to extend that shit. They're gonna prolong that shit so long. You ain't gonna be able to. You know what I mean? You're not even gonna be able to fucking. You're not gonna have money to last that long in court. You're not gonna have.
I wonder. Let's say you do your contract and be like, all right, I only want to get paid in Bitcoin, or like some shit like that.
You can now.
Can they take anything from you?
No, so you can request that deal now,
No, I'm
but
saying like,
LeBron.
can their spouse be like, hey, I mean not their spouse, their baby mama be like, oh yeah, he owe me child support, but he only making Bitcoin, and she don't want Bitcoin, you know, like she want like real like USD dollars and shit like
That's
that.
her issue. That,
That's
that's that's her issue. I mean,
one way to
if
get
she,
around it. Then
yeah, because what's called it's not the thing about Bitcoin and why regulators hate it right now is because it's not declared an actual asset. You could tax it, but it's not declared an actual asset.
why not?
If I'm not because it's something about the rule because it's digital currency. Digital currency is not the same because it has to equate to a value of USD or something like that, or it's some bullshit, some monetary value. I'm sure it already got changed, so I could be wrong. Anybody in the comment section can hit me with it. I'm sure it's wrong, but I don't think they can go after your Bitcoin.
Mm.
I don't think. I could be wrong, but you know, actually, you know what? I'll take that whole thing back. I'm pretty sure they can. They'll find if there's a will, there's a way with these fucking child support lawyers. These fucking child support lawyers are fucking ruthless. But fucking but yeah, nah, overall, just make sure you have your shit together, man. If you're given the opportunity, I missed my opportunity years ago. And so I'm probably done. But if I had the chance to make that type of money and be in that type of life and that light, I had my chance. I had a small window to the NFL. It was very small. It was
Oh, I thought you
very,
were talking about the Bitcoin thing.
but yeah, fucking. You said what?
I thought you were talking about the Bitcoin story that you had.
Oh no! When I was playing football back when I got out of high school, I was an all star here in Texas, and then I was going into what's called playing in college, etc. I can't really talk too much about it because it includes the NCAA, so I don't know if there's some legitimate thing, but there's some paperwork that didn't get pushed out properly when I came into a certain university, and my shit got fucked up, and so the NCAA pretty much kicked me out. Let's just say that. Certain paperwork got pushed wrong and I got kicked out. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to say it because I don't know if there was some legitimate or some shit that was going on. I don't want to bring that shit up. But yeah, there was some shit that happened. I got kicked out. So yeah, that's more or less what happened to me. Fucking yeah, it was a whole bunch of bullshit. It was a whole bunch of bullshit. But if I had the chance to get that type of money, if I was touching that type of money, me and my dad would be making fucking money moves together. Like we would be trying to figure out how I can spend this properly. Like see how I can make sure this shit's gonna last generation wise.
Yeah.
And like my dad is one of those few people I would trust. With my money because your family and everything. There's some certain family members, your parents. You can trust your parents usually. Like I'm glad I had the relationship with my dad where I can trust him fully. Like I'll leave all my millions to him. I'll do that thing where Achraf Hakimi did with his mom.
What do you do?
Where so there's a soccer player out in I think Morocco, and what's his name? He was dating. He was with his wife. He has a wife, and I think he has kids, if I'm not mistaken. And so his wife found out that he was cheating on her when she was away or whatnot, or some shit like that, or he was on trial for something, and she was divorcing him like straight up. And this woman is older than him. And some people are saying she groomed him when he was younger to be with her and shit like that.
Mm.
And so she was trying to take half his money because this girl's a movie star out there. She's like an actress,
In
and
Spain?
her shit. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And so she's like a big time, movie star out there where they live at. And fucking, yeah, she tried to take half his money, but only to find out he didn't have no assets. She was actually making more than him because he left all his assets to his mom. And keep in mind, this man was making, I think, almost 2 million euros a month. 2 million euros a month. But the thing is, he transferred all his money and all his funds to his dad or his mom. He transferred all his money to his mom, so she had all his assets. It was under her name, and so he didn't. He probably got only 20% of his actual salary.
Yeah.
And so she had all the assets. And so he would actually have to ask, he would have to go through her to get money out. And they were just gifts. He would just get an allowance. and in that, but the thing,
Genius.
but thing about that is he didn't have no assets. And so she couldn't take him to court. Matter of fact, it turned on her and they countersued. And now she owes him half of her salary because she had she was worth like 2 million euros.
Yeah.
And I guess she didn't know. And so I was like, oh my gosh, the Uno reverse card.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. Yeah. But yeah, no, he pulled a Uno reverse card on her. And fucking, yeah, no, but you love to see it. But yeah, I want to cover my ass like that. Like after seeing that story, I was like, that's something I would want to do. Like I want to cover my ass like that.
When we make it big with crypto.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely hitting my pops up like, hey pop, congratulations, you're a millionaire. Congratulations.
Like I own nothing, you own everything.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, congratulations, pop, you're a millionaire. I'll call you up if I need money. Congratulations, father. But yeah, fucking yeah, but yeah, women are ruthless. If you have nothing, if you're not worth anything, they'll take half of that. They'll take half of nothing. They don't care. They'll take it. Because especially when it comes to these child support cases and all these what's called these, when people go broke or everything, your baby mamas are hosts to the government. Most of them are hosts to the government. And so Uncle Sam's pimping them. And he's like, yeah, go on, bitch. Yeah, he only gave you $50 this month? Yeah, bitch, take him back to court. Hurry up, bitch.
And then Uncle Sam take a percentage of that.
But he's a good man. I don't think I should put him on child support. Hey, you fucking pimp slapper. Shut up, ho. You want to take him to court. Yes, daddy. That's my girl. Okay, Uncle Sam. I can imagine Uncle Sam in a pimp hand. I was like, oh man.
Now give my 10%, baby.
Yeah, but yeah, like once you make money that big, you gotta cover your fucking ass. And not to mention, I want to get a lawyer too. That way nobody touches my fucking money. I want to put an LLC on it. That way nobody touches it. I want to do so much shit. I want to make sure my name is fucking, or everything under me or everything that's with me is fucking covered. Cause ain't no way there's no way I'm making that type of money and I'm getting caught lacking. Fuck that.
Facts, man. These girls out here, man. Get caught lacking and see what happens. Get caught lacking and see what happened, man. These girls are opportunistic. But yeah, going back to Adrian Peterson, man, made hundreds of millions of dollars, dog. So I'm hearing. So I watched the episode with Club Shay Shay and Ocho, Nightcap.
Yeah.
So this guy had He had for his 30th birthday party. He flew out 300 people on first class. Staying in 5-star hotels just to have a party, dog. That's the shit that gets on my fucking nerves about athletes. They do too fucking much, man.
Yeah.
There's no reason to do that. You're not a fucking Arabian prince.
Man, y'all motherfuckers fighting economy. Fucking, if I fly, you motherfuckers fighting economy. You're not even gonna touch business class.
Facts. You're not even gonna touch the back of the plane. You're gonna be on the side seats where the exit row is.
Yeah, you're not gonna get no fucking. Yeah, fuck no. Fuck y'all. Y'all not getting no first class tickets. Y'all not getting nothing. Y'all, and I'm gonna pay, and you're gonna be at a fucking Motel 6. Motel fucking 6. Just for the first time, just so you know, okay, maybe we shouldn't come to his birthday party. Maybe we shouldn't come to this birthday party no more. And then that way y'all leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I'm gonna be Ocho Cinco on that point. That motherfucker is cheap as fuck, and so am I.
This nigga, this motherfucker Ocho Cinco lived inside the Bengals stadium. Like
Yeah.
he lived inside. I think it was there's like a relaxing room or something like that. There's like a room in the facility where you can go like take naps and shit like that. He lived there.
I mean, look, that's why he was so great because he was able to cut off all the side bullshit and focus on the game.
Yeah,
That's why he was as dominant as he was. Was he on the wrong team? Probably.
yeah,
But fucking he still made the most of his NFL career, and that's what a lot of NFL players can't say today.
yeah. They can't because everybody's involved. Everyone's involved in different shit nowadays. Like
Yeah.
you see fucking shit. You see fucking Deshaun Watson, right? One of my favorite players, you know. But if you look at his Instagram, it's not really much about football. It's about like cars and it's about all this different shit he's investing in. But you invest all your time and money into other shit instead of focusing on like just strictly your profession. Then you start to you start to slip at one area, and the one area that you don't want to slip at is football.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because he's doing these TikToks with his girl now and shit like that, and I'm just like, dog, show me a video of you watching film, motherfucker. Like, I don't want to watch you doing TikTok dances with your girlfriend and
Yeah,
shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, come
yeah,
on now, show me you watching film or something, doing something, productive while you're injured. You know what I mean? Because he has a shoulder injury.
yeah. He
And
does.
fucking And so right now you need to be recuperating and doing everything you can to come back and fucking yeah, I don't know. And so yeah, no, a lot of these players don't focus on the main fundamentals and that's why they never go as far as they want to. I know what's the name? A lot of people focus on all the outside shit. Speaking of Club Shay Shay, they interviewed Johnny Manziel the other day, and and it was just a good interview. Good interview. What's his name? Yeah,
Addicted to cocaine.
yeah, he was addicted to cocaine, fucking drug, all sorts of drug, mushrooms, and all sorts of shit. Like he focused on all the outside shit that was off the field, and he just got wild and loose, and they got rid of him, and that's just what happens. Especially in the league. If you don't focus on fundamentals and you just only focus on the glory and don't focus on achieving it, you're never gonna get there. And so but if that's all he was trying to achieve, because Johnny said, yeah, that was everything to him. To start on the NFL team, that was the Super Bowl to him. So I was like, okay. Some people
Yeah,
they
that was
reach their expectation, which I can respect,
yeah.
because not many people make it to the point where he is. He's one of the greatest college football quarterbacks of all time, behind, of course, Cam Newton and Tim Tebow,
Vince Young.
And Vince Young. Um, who else? There's another quarterback I'm thinking of. I can't remember. But Colt McCoy, yeah. Colt McCoy was a dog. But yeah, fucking yeah, he did what he wanted to do. He was one of the best. He could easily be the top 5 greatest quarterbacks ever of all time in NCAA. And that was enough for him. Not a lot of people don't get to say that they're a stadium's named after him and shit like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Even though he didn't make no money off it or nothing like that, which was crazy. It was before the NIL days where you actually had to play fucking hard
yeah.
to get that fucking contract.
No, I does back then, bro. He would have
Oh,
been
no.
addicted. He would have been addicted. He would have never made it to the league. He would have been addicted to
Nah.
partying way too much.
Yeah, because he was making he would have been making crazy amounts of money. If he was in the league now, he'll be down. He'll be the greatest. He'll be the greatest quarterback ever in the NCAA, and he'll be rich. He wouldn't have to leave.
Yeah,
And he also said he wouldn't mind wanting to play for Coach Prime too over in Colorado, which is cool. But I'm like, yeah, fucking Yeah, no, a lot of these players only focus on the glitz and glamours, and they get fucked up. A lot of them get fucked up, and they lose it all and shit. And so I just don't want to get to that point. If I make that type of money just off doing crypto or whatever I get into
Mhm.
next, I don't want to fucking, I don't want it to be a thing where I lose it all because I'm fucking around
Yeah.
and I end up finding out. You feel me? I don't want to get to that point, but you never fucking know. You know what I mean? Most of these players, but and also in respect to retrospect, most of these players come from nothing. Most of these players come from nothing, and once they touch that money, they don't know what to do. And so all they hear is "You made it, you made it," and they just start spending crazy ass money to show out for other poor people. It's crazy. I don't I don't know. I just don't. I hope that if you're a football player out there, you're not fucking acting like a goddamn idiot and just spending your money because you have it. There's a lot of people out there that don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, especially Adrian Peterson, man. This man lives in one of the cheapest, biggest cities in America, Houston. One of the
Yeah.
greatest cities in America where it's cheap to live. You can buy as much land as you want to out on the outskirts of Houston and still be within the city limit, and then you can literally live lavish for the rest of your fucking life as long as you maintain like a $80,000 lifestyle.
Mm.
The fact that he went broke, man, just shows that you didn't have any like intellect when it came to money. And Adrian Peterson is one of the greatest running backs of all time, man. All time. Great.
Mm.
I remember watching this dude. I was like, damn, this motherfucker's a dog.
Yeah, Adrian
Motherfucker,
Peterson is easily either number one or number. He's in the top three for sure.
top three. Top three, man.
Easily,
He was
easily.
like I was like, bro, like they had to make rules for him. They had to make rules.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
I remember
Yeah,
he was trucking people and he was knocking people out of the game by
yeah.
trucking people. They had to
You know,
make rules so this motherfucker could not knock people out the game. And then that's when shit started to kind of like go downhill for him. But either way, he was one of the most highly favored, highly paid players of all time, and he squandered all his money away. That's just crazy, dog. I don't feel bad for him, but it's like, damn, like, what the fuck are y'all? What are y'all doing to these people in the NFL, dog? It's like they
Yeah,
and it's the black people, man. It's the black people, dog.
you blacks.
It's
Yeah.
the niggas, man. It's us. It's
Nah,
us.
it's not black people. It's niggas.
It's niggas.
Niggas. It's not black people. Niggas.
Like Jamarcus Russell, like niggas. You know what I'm saying? These motherfucking
Oh
niggas.
shit! They saying going back to the dude from the concert. My bad. I didn't want to cut it off. Going back to the dude from the concert. Kai Cenat is hosting a 20 women uh, versus one man date for the guy whose girlfriend went on stage with on my leg. So I guess Kai Cenat's hosting a dating show or something.
Bro, I hate that stupid 20 versus 1 show, man. It's just so dumb. The only good show was Charleston White. That's the only time that shit was good. Charleston White was funny as fuck the whole time, dog.
Yeah. Nah, he was fucking pressed though, because I guess Kai Cenat played in the All-Star game and fucking the Celebrity All-Star game.
Yeah, and then Shannon Sharp shit on him.
Yeah, because I mean, he only and Kai Cenat is funny as fuck though. This nigga he brought up his highlight videos of playing kids. He's like, "Look at me, coach, I'm good." That nigga was funny. I ain't gonna lie. He went on the nightcap and fucking he had Ocho dying because he's like, look at me. He's like, look how I was balling. And he was playing against like 10-year-old, 13-year-old kids.
Yeah, they was getting playing in high school field.
Yeah,
like
they were as tall as him.
Yeah.
Ah, man, that shit was funny. And then he was begging the coach. He's like, "Coach, give me about 10, 15 minutes. Let me go. Let me run." I was like, "Ah, man." That shit was funny as fuck. Man, nah, but shout out to the nightcap and the Shay Shay Club. Club
Yeah.
Shay Shay. Fuck it. Hopefully we get on get on your show when you come on ours. It don't matter to me. But fucking yeah. Shout out to let's see. Shout out to Adrian Peterson, man. I don't know what the crazy thing about going back to Adrian Peterson, man. Crazy thing is he took a loan from one company and then now he owes another company. He took a loan to pay this loan off, but now he owns this company over here. I'm like, you didn't help yourself, dog.
This motherfucker robbed Paul to pay Peter. Look at
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, no, you didn't help your situation. I mean, I understand why you probably would do it because I guess he never paid them back in a while, and I guess
yeah,
the interest rate was going up, and so
yeah,
he
we
was like,
gotta
okay,
consolidate it.
yeah, so he was like, okay, let me go ahead and go to somebody else and pay this loan off, and then come back to here. I'm just like, dog, and I'm like, man, you're the one of the greatest running backs of all time. Ask fucking CBS or anybody like, hey, y'all need a broadcaster or something. Like you have value in this game. Y'all need a broadcaster, and who's gonna say no to Adrian Peterson? You know what I mean? You know, or hit up fucking Unc.
Well,
Try to be a co-host too or
is
something.
Adrian Peterson was making 10 million a game.
10 million a game. God damn. When was this?
This motherfucker was making money. He had $100 million contract, dog. I mean, he had multi-million-dollar contract. So every game they get paid based off the games they play. They don't get paid throughout
Yeah,
the year.
yeah.
So every game they will get paid. So when it comes to like him working a regular, I wouldn't say a regular 9 to 5, but like a job like that, they're not gonna pay him that much, man. They're gonna be paying him like checks like ours, man. Probably just over 100,000.
And the crazy thing is, you can get a loan out against your contract with the team. You can actually get advances with your team. Like if you were just to ask them, at least at least with your team, it's with the team. You get what I'm saying?
But you know how pathetic that shit is. How
It is.
you make minimum every player that plays an NFL game 100,000 a check every game check minimum 100,000.
The way this motherfucker was borrowing money, the way this motherfucker was doing his money and shit like that, that was probably his best bet. The way he was handling his money was horrible. How the fuck you take a loan out for another loan? You know what I mean? I'm just like, God damn, you in a tough ass spot when you got to take a
that's why he's begging to go back to the league.
when you take out one loan because I guess I remember he had got in trouble for beating his kid, but I'm like now time has passed. I mean now is probably the time to fucking try to call up the league and be like, hey, y'all need a spot, y'all need you need something because I've been making all sorts of calls because I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna be making that type of money just to fucking just to fucking lose it all like that. You're not gonna catch me. Fuck that. But at the same time, I never touched that type of money though. I can't fully judge them because I never touched money like that ever in my life. You feel me?
Yeah,
I've never touched money like that.
right.
And, you know what I mean. Even if I did, there's no guarantee that I won't fucking do it. I mean, I know I wouldn't do it, but there's no guarantee that I wouldn't be spending money like that either. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just me being, I'm in the middle class. You know what I mean? Now, this is the highest I've ever gotten.
Yeah,
I'm in middle class now. This is the highest I ever gotten. And this is probably, if shit doesn't pan out, this is probably as high as I'll ever get. If this YouTube shit don't work out. But fucking, yeah, no, I mean, they were just spreading it. It was just like little fun coupons or whatever. I just can't do it. Realistically, I don't think it would be me. But and some motherfuckers act stupid when they get money though. You never fucking know.
yeah. I mean, when these guys getting millions of dollars at 21, 22 years old. So
Yeah,
when you get that, when someone throws that amount of money at you, and you're not even like a man yet, you still a boy,
Yeah.
and you still like coming to understand yourself because you get out of college, you transitioning from like kind of like that. You crossing that bridge to like real adulthood, real manhood. You're an adult, but now you crossing that bridge to manhood. Now it's like everything is on you. You're not necessarily relying on people to help you figure shit out. So
Yeah.
when you make that transition and you have all this money, you're still in transition phase, and the dots are not connecting when it comes to like finances and shit like that. Yeah, they're gonna make these fucking mistakes. What's fucked up is he had an agent. He had an agent that didn't provide any guidance for him. Like, hey man, you're not gonna be making this fucking money when you get out. When they tell your ass you can't play no more, you're not gonna be making this fucking money no more. So you might
Yeah.
want to start investing.
Nah, man, that agent. That I mean, most agents are fucking scumbags, anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Most of them are scum suckers and shit like that. They'll suck any little ounce. Like, hey, listen, hey, I can get you this deal, but you gotta up me like 2% of my initial take. You gotta up me 3%. And every time they make a deal, they can up the percentage up every so percentage, like 5%, and until a point where they own half of the shit you fucking make.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it can really get like that because some of these motherfuckers are scummy, but they made a living off that, and which I can't judge business wise. Can't judge it.
yeah,
But fucking at the same time, that's probably who he had to deal with because most of these agents, they're not they're not really out for your best interest. They're there to get you a deal for their self interest
yeah,
because they want to get their money. You feel
yeah,
me? You get paid, they get paid.
yeah.
So nah, it's a scummy business sometimes.
Maybe I see your 100 million. I just want 10, and they make
Yeah,
10 million like that because they get their money first. They ain't no, yeah, let me 100 million over 10 years. No, they get their 10 million immediately. Come out your
yeah,
check. It
yeah.
comes out your check. Bam,
Yeah.
10 million over one season. Bam, they already got $10 million. You still making the other 100 mil over 2 or 3 years. God forbid you get injured.
Oh yeah, if you get injured, yeah,
You
that's
still
a
owe
rough
that
game. Yeah, that's why you have a player option on your trade clause. So what's called that way, if they're gonna trade you or they're gonna go somewhere else or whatnot, you can make the decision
yeah.
because you don't want to, God forbid, you're playing in fucking Miami, Florida, and then they fucking trade you to Minnesota Vikings. Whew. Minnesota? Yeah, nah, I'm good. That's why Gronk was about to retire early, or he retired early.
Yeah, he retired because they traded him. The Patriots traded him to Detroit, and he was like, "Fuck that, I'm gonna retire."
Yeah, I'm retired. Yeah, because I'm like, which I don't blame him. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, I'm like, "Fuck that, man. Fuck you, Bill Belichick. Kiss my
Yeah, but
ass."
yeah, Bill Belichick's fucking scummy ass too. His ass fucking. You already know my situation with him.
Fucking scum of the earth.
Motherfucker ran it like a business. He didn't run it like a team.
Yeah.
But
After
fucking
all them years, Grunt got them Super Bowls. He like, yeah, I'm gonna trade you to Detroit so we can get. I forgot what they were trying to do. They was trying to get him returned. They was get some picks and something else. But he was like, "Nah, fuck that. I ain't going nowhere. I'm retiring." And Brady was like, "Hey, I think a year or two later, when he was at Tampa, he was like, "Hey, you want to win another ring?"
yeah,
Fuck yeah, I want to win another ring. I ain't playing for Detroit though.
yeah,
Motherfucker came to Tampa Bay and won another ring.
mm, yeah. So yeah, no, I mean that's just how it is. I mean, no, that's really just the bullshit that comes with that business. I mean, I don't know, how everybody else feels, but yeah, it's just what comes with this business. But off to a sidebar, entertainment wise, do not go watch Madam Web. That movie was fucking awful. I swear, I saw bits and pieces of it. Awful shit. I don't know if you've seen that movie, Madam Web.
Mm.
Yeah, he fucking yeah, that movie was fucking garbage.
What was it
like
about?
straight. It's pretty much a Spider-Man or Spider-Woman. It's talking about her universe. It's her universe or whatever, how she became Spider-Woman or Madam Web, and fucking, it was just awful.
Oh, you
I,
talking about like the whole culture thing Disney trying to do? I finally saw that fucking movie with the Captain Marvel and the two girls. I
yeah,
saw I forgot I had Disney Plus, so I turned it on. I'm looking. I'm like, I fell asleep like 20 minutes into the movie. So I was like,
yeah. I didn't watch it. Like I only watch bits and pieces. So I go online and watch the bootleg version. I'm like, is this even worth going to the movie theaters? I watched bits and pieces of these movies, and I was like, nope. And fucking, when I saw bits and pieces of Madam Web, and yeah, well, actually, I don't even go online. Like it'll come out on Twitter. There's this page on Twitter that shows a whole bunch of stuff on there. They'll
yeah,
show all the movies, and they'll get the count get deleted, but a separate account come out reminding you to follow this account or whatever. And you just go on that account and watch all the movies. So I get my shit on Twitter. And fucking yeah, no, it was awful. Like everything about the movie, the premise, not even the own like the actresses themselves, the main character,
yeah.
she didn't even watch the movie herself.
If the main character not watching the movie, just to
Yeah,
look at her, just to look at her work, yeah, that's
yeah, that's she didn't even watch the movie herself. That's how bad this fucking movie was. And she said that, willingly. But fucking, and, supposedly it's because she thought she was going to be in the main MCU or the main, Marvel Cinematic Universe and not Sony Universe or whatever.
mm.
And so, yeah, I don't know what the fuck it was, but yeah, that shit was awful for what I saw. Awful. And so, and then going back to Disney, I mean, Disney is lost, from my understanding, according to everybody over at Valuetainment, the podcast. According to them, excuse me, according to them, Disney lost almost $200 billion this past year.
Serves them right.
I mean, everything's failing now, and so there's also rumors that Bob Iger is going to be going, cutting away from the female lead based movies.
Oh, really?
Supposedly, that which is a big time rumor going around. I forgot what publication it's with, but yeah, supposedly they're moving away from that, which is finally. But is the content going to be good again though? That's the thing, because when shit's just getting fucked up over and over again, and can the content ever go back to what it used to be?
It can. I just like they just need to stick to they just need to stop being fearful of people trying to shut them down because like Netflix went through this shit right with Dave Chappelle, with all these actresses that were doing like comedy or doing like they were doing like movies based off of like realism and masculinity and stuff like that. And then
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle with the transgender jokes and all that stuff. Netflix did not take the shit off because it's fucking comedy. It's freedom of speech.
yeah,
Netflix stood on business.
yeah.
Think
And
about
shout out
it
to
is
Netflix. Yeah,
yeah,
shout out to Netflix.
shout out to fucking Netflix, man, for actually like allowing people to have freedom of speech and do whatever the fuck they want on their platform.
Yeah,
Um,
because they don't. The thing is, they know exactly what to do. I mean, I'm seeing these new shows that they're coming out with. Fucking One Piece that came out. That show was a hit.
yeah,
Now they came out with Avatar: The Last Airbender.
yeah,
That show's amazing. I've seen it. It's pretty amazing. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, man. Like, yeah, if Disney Plus would just do what was designed for it to do,
Yeah,
and provide content that is translated from animation to you know real life. If you would just do that and do it the correct way and stop and quit trying to send a fucking message that no one wants to fucking hear,
yeah,
that the people you're sending the message to, we're not receptive of the message because we know you're bullshitting. We know it's bullshit. So why are you trying to send a message to us? What are you trying to
mm,
send a message to us for? We already know it's bullshit. There's so much information out on the internet nowadays that disproves all this feminism movement and stuff like that, and how it started and how it's happening now, and then what's being translated to. Man, there's so much information out there, and we're finding out about this stuff, and men are starting to like readjust to their way of life, and we're starting to understand. Okay, like no, like we're not in the wrong. We're just being misunderstood because they're trying to control the narrative. If they just stop trying to control the narrative and just be who they are, man, if they
Yeah.
can just give us the content that we fucking want, how you gonna fucking buy Marvel and do that shit, man? When did they buy Marvel? Like what, 2014 or something like
2012.
that?
2012.
2012. Dog, they bought Marvel. It was good. It was hidden, and then it just went downhill. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dog?
Yeah. I mean, that's how they operate, man. I mean, just look what they're doing to the new Blade movie. It's
I
supposed to be a
already
movie,
want to know.
man. They're fucking he's getting sidelined on his own movie. They're making a new girl or a character the main character of his own movie.
And everyone knows
Blade,
Blade as the main guy. What the fuck?
in his own movie, he's getting fucking sidelined. Imagine getting sidelined in your own movie and fucking yeah, it's crazy. Like that, this is what they're doing now, and this is what they've been accustomed to, but they've been losing along the way, which I'm happy for. I really am, because now they get to see, okay, we did this, it does not work. We lose money every time. I love seeing these big industries and corporations lose money because they wanted to they wanted to fuck around and find out. I love seeing them lose because now they can go back to making good content. Now the standard is, okay, this shit sucks. Let's make good content now. And so now we're for this shit. Failure forces victory. There's a saying I have: failure forces victory, because now you recorrect yourself, and now you're like, okay, this shit didn't work. This shit works over here. Let's go all out on this. Like the only movie I see them making a crazy amount of money on is the new Deadpool movie. You saw that? You saw that trailer?
Yeah, Deadpool, Wolverine.
Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. That shit looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I hope it fucking follows through.
Me too, because I know they're trying to get their greasy fingerprints on it. Luckily, we have Ryan Reynolds
Yeah,
that wasn't allowing it.
like,
Supposedly,
no, I'm not doing this movie unless you do it the right way.
yeah. And so supposedly, them and Ryan Reynolds were butting heads, but they fucking supposedly he has all creative control of this fucking movie. So I'm happy for it.
Yeah, because
And,
Ryan Reynolds, he's not about because all his movies are consistent with his character.
yeah,
He does
yeah,
not fall into that trap of bullshit.
yep. I mean, one like two was just as good as one, and so he wants to keep it consistent. And so I know he was butting heads with fucking with Disney. I know he actually cares about this character though. You know what I mean?
And you know what's gonna happen?
What's good?
So I guarantee this movie's gonna do numbers that are like off. Like they'll probably get the most numbers out of this movie
Oh
of
yeah,
all time. Not
I
of all
can't
time, but like of recent. They'll probably make $1 billion off this movie. Then they're
easily.
gonna be like, oh shit.
I can't wait for them to see the numbers too, where they're like, okay,
Yeah,
this shit worked over here.
yeah, this shit's working, but the last bullshit we've been doing has been not working.
Yeah,
I can't
and
wait. I can't fucking wait, man.
yeah, and then Bob Iger already said he's done playing the Culture Wars. Bob Iger from Disney,
Yeah.
he already said he's done playing the Culture Wars. So what's called, which is good because I'm like, I'm done. We're done. Like we had a small period where we could fuck around with it, and I get it. You had a small period where you actually wanted to seem like you actually gave a fuck or whatever. Okay, you tried it. It failed. Now let's get back to the show already. So hopefully, uh, yeah, hopefully, we go back to making good content, stop bullshitting because this shit's ridiculous. I'm tired of seeing these feminized, these feminist led fucking narrative movies with a crazy ass narrative and shit like that. I mean, it's tiresome. It's tired. I've grown tiresome of it. I'm done seeing it. I know everybody's done seeing it. Can we move on, Hollywood? I
Can we
mean,
move on?
if we can move on, that would be great. Like I said, you guys are doing something like you guys have something going with Deadpool coming out. Now you had Avatar come out, and that was that new show was pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty good. There was some shit in there that was a little in between where I'm like, why did they have to force the issue like that? But I remember how the show was, and they did things different. So I actually like the show. So they got something going. Hollywood actually has a fucking little role they got going on. And fucking, I don't know. Let's see if they got some good content coming out because I'm tired of it. But yeah, we can go ahead and move on. Talk. I don't know if you want to talk a little crypto, just a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk a little crypto. What's up with crypto? You know, crypto, Bitcoin hit that 52 mil. I mean, 52,000.
Yes, sir. Yep, it's finally moving and running, man. It's
Hey,
finally going.
we tried to tell y'all, man. We tried to tell
Fine.
y'all why Bitcoin was 20,000. We tried to tell y'all.
Yeah, we're still in the 20Ks. I
Think
already knew
about
it was gonna go crazy.
think about it. If you were just doing like a small amount, like $25 a week or like $25 a month, and you were
Hmm.
just putting it into Bitcoin while it was around 10, 20,000, like back in 2020 when it crashed in 2020. It crashed in 2020 and 2021. It crashed again, like down to like 10,000. Imagine if you just put like a small amount of like $25 into that shit. How much money would you have now?
Yeah, like
Kept it consistently over
yeah,
4 years.
yeah, like fucking like I said, crypto has been seeing a nice pull this past month. Really, I mean, really, right now, Bitcoin is at was it 51, 52, 51, 51,000. It in the past, god damn, is this right? Hold up.
Yeah, it's $51,362.
Okay, in the past month, it's up 28%, went up $11,000. In the past year alone, it's up 100 plus percent. So this shit's rising and rising it's getting ready for this Bitcoin halving, which should be coming in the next month or two, if I'm not mistaken. And
Past
so,
year's been up 121%.
yeah, 121%.
Y'all see, man, like, we ain't like, obviously this is not financial advice, but
Not financial advice.
this is these things come with risk, but there's high when where there is high risk, there is high reward.
Oh yeah.
We're not telling you to gamble, but if you see Bitcoin as a future asset, which when we're about 30 and 40, when we're so I mean, when do you turn 30? In a few years?
Yeah. By the time we
Yeah,
hit 30,
yeah. By the
yeah.
time we hit 30, Bitcoin's gonna be like a way bigger thing. By the time we hit 40, if
Oh
you
yeah.
didn't invest in Bitcoin, you're just dumb. You're just
Yeah.
dumb. If you haven't invested in Bitcoin by then, you're dumb.
Or just crypto in general.
Yeah, just crypto
Because
in general.
just crypto in general, because crypto is going up now. And I don't think so. This next bull run, there's gonna be a lot of millionaires made. A
Yeah,
lot. A lot of millionaires are gonna be made. And I don't think it's gonna be as big as it is this year this halving. So the government's gonna take notice and be like, "Damn, there's too many people getting rich now. All right, let's go ahead and fucking put a crazy ass tax on fucking crypto and this and that
if you sell
and
out of it.
everything." Yeah, if you still have it. So this is really it. This bull run coming up, this bull run, this one coming up is really it. Because once crypto, like I said, crypto's still going to be a manageable thing. It's still going to be out there. I know crypto's the future. But still, as far as becoming multimillionaires and making big amounts of money, crazy amounts of money, this is it.
Yeah,
This is as high as it goes. And from there, it's gonna stabilize. And
yeah.
eventually it's gonna stabilize. And I don't think it will happen the next Bitcoin halving. I'll be honest. As much as I like Bitcoin, as much as I like crypto, this Bitcoin halving, this is it. This bull run, this is really it. Because after that, I don't think the government's going to allow. any more millionaires after this. And so right now,
Which I don't know why.
but I'm telling you, when a lot of millionaires are made, that makes fucking Congress fucking nervous because that's less people to control.
Yeah, it's
Because
like there's
remember, money,
control.
less money, like the more money you have, the less the government controls you.
But the more money you have dumping into the economy uh helps the economy,
Yeah,
which is why I can't stand, obviously, like, I can't stand the way the economy is going right now. What they're trying to do right now, what their agenda is to take the money out of the fucking middle class, give it to the poor, and the poor, they're just constant spenders. They're just constant spending. But the middle class, we're the investors, we're the spenders, and we're the workers. We're the real workers that make that high income that pumps and dumps into the economy. And the rich people, eh, they save all their money. They don't fucking they give you they barely stimulate the economy.
yeah,
So
they know how to. Like I said, the game is rigged.
the game
Once
is rigged.
the game is rigged. Once you realize that, you'll be a lot better off, and you can actually start making money after that. You feel me?
The game is rigged. You have
Yeah,
to be rich, because if you're not rich, you're poor, and that's what America's becoming.
yeah,
There's going to be a divide between the rich and the poor, and what happens when there's a divide between the rich and the poor? God forbid, a
yeah.
nation falls.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be now. We're definitely two sided now.
Yeah,
I
that,
mean,
that
'cause, I
means
mean,
there will be a civil war. And there's
oh,
actually, there's actually been talks of like Texas breaking away from the union because the governor Greg Abbott,
yeah,
he said that he's closing the border, but the you know people over here in DC said no, you'll keep the border open.
mm,
This shit's happening real time, y'all. This shit is
yeah.
happening real time.
And the crazy part is, there's a movie called Civil War coming out right now. There, I don't know if Hollywood's just predicting this shit or something, but yeah, there's an actual movie out coming out now called Civil War, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
which is crazy.
I'm telling you, man. This shit is happening real time, dog, and they're trying to control you. They're trying to take away all your money, all your assets. They're trying to take away all your guns.
Yeah,
At the same time, keep you poor as shit while they make all this fucking money from inside trading and
hmm
keep you poor. They give you just enough money to survive, and that's when you're gonna find yourself like all these other countries where they just make just enough to. That's how these other countries work. They make just enough to survive, and it's only the people at top that are like truly like benefiting and living. That's
Sure. I
what's
mean,
gonna happen.
yeah,
And then
yeah, they
once you have a
congressmen.
nation of people that no longer that once you have a nation of people, all right, that they don't abide, they no longer believe in government. That's when you have a civil war. They no longer believe in the system.
That sounds about right. I mean, shit. Like I said, there's a lot of people out there that are like just done. All these. There's a lot of people out there like survivalists and all these people that are like cut themselves off from the grid and everything. They're like done. There's people out there already getting ready because they know the deal, and they know. And what we need to do is stop voting these fucking old fucking
Right?
80-year-old congressmen
Yeah,
and congresswomen to decide our fate because it's always been the same thing.
they're in their
Old
own
people,
business.
yeah, old people deciding the fate of the young.
Yeah,
Whether we're fucking workers or we're first responders or you're in the fucking military, it's old people deciding what the fuck the next generation's gonna do. And they're gonna do it, they'll do it till they're in their 90s. There's a 90-year-old congresswoman worth hundreds of millions of dollars right now. Oh no, wait, my bad. She just passed away. She was like 97, worth over $100 million. I'm just like,
something.
no, yeah, this shit's corrupt. I'm like, why are we allowing like fucking Nancy Pelosi's 83, I think, and she's running for fucking Congress. She was running doing another election again.
For Speaker of the House.
I'm like, why are we allowing these people to make our decisions for us? You know what I mean? Or it's just because they already know the shit's rigged and they get paid millions of dollars by their donors and they have all the insider information, which they all can just tell their family members and everything, like, hey, invest in this company or this stock or whatever. And they can do it legally.
Yeah.
There's no laws or anything against it. I mean, there is
There's a
insider
law. There's a law
there's
against it.
there's insider trading laws, but if you know the loopholes, you can play against it, which they know
Yeah.
because they're the ones that create the system. Most of them that are in Congress now are the ones that create the rules that are up now. Most of them, at least, I would say, because these motherfuckers are here till they're in their. I think it's like an average congressperson, congresswoman is there until they're at least they're in their mid 70s. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know, but I just know these motherfuckers shouldn't be making the rules for us.
Yeah, if you're old enough to get Social Security, you shouldn't be making any
Yeah.
decisions.
You know what I mean? Fucking people like Nikki Haley, I still don't forget that shit. Fucking Nikki Haley's trying to make motherfuckers work until they die. Yeah, well, that's the life expectancy. Fucking yeah, that's a life expectancy. Yeah, we're gonna raise the Social Security to 70. It's a life expectancy of most Americans. I'm like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. You got anything to say, Big Dog? Anything on the heater?
Shit. Hey man, y'all women gotta do better, man. But I'm telling you right now, passport bros.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. I'm not taking any. I'm not taking any girl serious in America. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I mean, that's how it is, especially like if you got like Bumble or something like that,
Yeah.
and you just look outside the country and you see how grateful women are to you,
Yeah.
and you just talk to them. I'll just go out there and talk to them. Like I know, like you really have to go out. I don't know if you really have to go out or do something, but shout out to my boy Digital Bromad. We did that our first episode with. He has all the info on dating outside the country.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I get to bring him back on for another Passport Bros episode. But yeah, no, he has all the info and how this shit runs. And fucking yeah, but when you talk to these women outside the country, they're so grateful and so thankful that you took the time to be there with them. It's just like a ball of conversation when you talk with them. They
Yeah.
actually care about you and everything. It's like, wow, this person actually cares about me. And she sends you a couple titty pics. She's like, I want to give it to you. I'm like, you're like, oh my gosh, you feel like you're the bee's knees.
Yeah.
It's like a breath of fresh air when you talk to some of these women
Yeah.
because and I get it. Women out there now would be like, oh, you taking advantage of them. They don't know nothing out there. They're putting themselves on this fucking pedestal.
Yeah.
American women,
Y'all,
you are
y'all,
not.
y'all put yourselves like y'all like top
Yeah,
quality woman.
because let's just say, if you were that top quality woman, you would already have a man. Most of
Yeah.
y'all,
You be
most of y'all,
fucking married.
you'd be fucking married right now. You wouldn't even be worried about this shit. And the thing is, most of y'all fucking single and bitter because this is the most loneliest generation ever recorded ever in history. The loneliest generation. There are more single people now than there ever was people married back then, back 60 plus years ago. That's fucking crazy to me. And so everybody has, they little opinion. Everybody's like, oh no, women out there, they don't know any better, everything. We are not the pinnacle of the education system. We have one of the worst education systems out here.
That's what I'm
We're
saying.
not we have one of the worst. We have compared to all these other countries, we have the least amount of graduates compared to like at least 20 different countries.
Exactly. So where is this narrative coming from?
Yeah.
Because even when I talk to like women overseas, like I can just tell they're far more intelligent than the
Oh, yeah.
women that I talk to here in America. I can tell the difference in intellect.
Yeah, like it's crazy. I'm just like, because I was talking to a girl in, I would have to say Colombia. Columbia, if I'm not mistaken. And she's a doctor. And I was actually having a ball conversation with her and everything. Like she was like everything she was saying, I was like, wow. I was like, oh. It's like, no, we treat our men. He's like, so even if you have a good education, do you still have to? Are you like the breadwinner? He's like, no, 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 no. My husband is the man of the house. He's like, I'm just helping. I was like, wow. I was like, it was like a ball conversation. Like I said, it was a breath of fresh air talking to some of these women
Yeah.
because education does not change your place in a family. Education, because there's different levels of intellect. First of all, there's different levels of intellect. A degree doesn't change your intellect. It just increases your knowledge. Doesn't increase your intellect. And so what's called because there's different sorts of intelligence out there, different sorts of knowledge out there. Just because a person doesn't have a degree doesn't mean they're not competent. They're actually the most competent person I ever met ever in my life that I ever had the most amazing conversation with was a homeless man who's never graduated high school.
Mm.
He has nothing but life experience. And if I was owning a company or if I ran a company and I had a chance to hire him, I'd hire him over some graduate, some daddy's girl any day of the week. Daddy's girl whose parents got to pay for her college
Hmm.
before I help him. You know what I mean? I'm just like I'm like yeah, I'm like I'd choose him because I'm not looking for like most of these people don't, and most of these, especially when somebody has a degree, most of them don't have life experience anyways, and
Right.
most of them don't, and probably like 30% of them don't end up working the job they went to college for anyways.
Yep.
Around 30% of them, almost half, really. And so I'm just like, listen, you're not getting any better education or anything. To all the women that are shaming these women in different countries, shame on you because you're not the pinnacle of all races. Foreign men are not coming to look for you.
Hmm.
Like I said, we can go out and get a foreign woman and we'll get the world from her. But you go out to go find a foreign man and you talk to him crazy one time, that motherfucker might slap you in a country where it's legal.
Yeah.
Which I don't condone violence on women at any point. But I'm just saying, out there in those countries out there, it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
There's a thing called respect and tradition, and I get it. We on the internet, especially everybody on the internet has been going crazy. All these crazy internet challenges and everything, or whatever. All these TikTok dances we're doing, whatnot in these countries. Go to a third world country where people don't have these same type of luxuries, but they have the strongest family dynamic. I think it's like 90% in third world countries is like a strong, like they have a family in the household, 2 parent household.
Yeah. That makes
It's like
sense.
90% in these third world countries because at the end of the day, y'all have each other. There's no room for selfishness.
Nope.
There's no room.
There's no room for that.
And here in America, we're nothing but selfish. We're ungrateful. We're so ungrateful here in America. You don't realize it until you leave. You got to leave this country until you
Yeah.
see. I left this country and I went to Mexico, and I learned firsthand what the fuck, what the fuck it really was. Go to Mexico. If you're in Texas, go to Mexico. You're gonna see what it is right there. Once you leave this country, you're gonna see exactly what the fuck it is, and you see how everybody lives out there. You're gonna be a lot more appreciative of this country. That's why I'm appreciative of this country right here.
Yeah.
All you have to do is leave. You gonna see exactly what the fuck it is. They don't have all that shit out there. And if they do, it's not to the same level or extent. So, yeah, like like I said, passport bros, keep doing your thing. Ladies out there in foreign countries, don't let any of these American women shame you. You guys have a better education system out there. You got better health care. You have better everything out there usually. Over here, it's commercialized, and we have to pay for it. You guys have better, actually, women out there have better, a better education out there. Better chances for education than we ever will here. Because our education system is based off of a narrative ran by what's his face. Not to get off subject, but it's ran by Rockefeller.
Mm.
We still run off his education system or what he made. We still run off his shit that was established in the 30s, 1930s and 20s
Mm-hmm.
after the Great Depression to make more factory workers, make more workers out of us versus just financially free people.
Or yeah, or critical thinking people. Yeah.
Our system's based off that.
So yeah, more story. Y'all not better than the bitches out. I mean,
Yeah.
not the bitches. Y'all not the women in America. Y'all, if y'all think y'all special,
Yeah, go outside.
you're not.
Go.
You're not special. 'Cause, I'll tell you right now. Every girl that I talk to overseas, head and shoulders looks 10 times better than anything I've seen here in America. And I've seen some beautiful women here in America. I've seen some
Oh yeah.
gorgeous. I see some drop dead gorgeous women that. But the only thing is, they have this thing called attitude or hypergamy and stuff like that, and they feel like they don't need to try as hard to
Yeah.
they don't need to try as hard to get a man, and they feel like they can get anybody. But over there, it's just like now if you go over there, you're just a regular girl, and then except nobody's gonna fuck with you over there because you got an attitude.
No, yeah, and that's why all these that's what happened to the old girl. What's her name? Tamira Allen, the truck driver that went out to Dubai,
Yeah,
got arrested. She just got released like 6 months ago.
yeah.
She just got released and sent back home, which I'm happy you did. Happy you did.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, they don't play that shit out there. They don't. No,
You got
men.
attitude. You a woman. You got
Yeah.
attitude. You're not looked at as a woman. You're looked at as a criminal.
And
Like,
these
this is
girls
the
think
problem.
settling. Oh yeah, my bad. But yeah, most of these girls think what's called being with an average man is horrible. They think it's horrible. Thing
Yeah.
is, not the average man here in America is platinum. What did Kevin Samuel say? You're platinum. If you're making over 30K here in America,
Yeah.
you are platinum in another country.
Yeah.
You're platinum. Yeah, you're probably platinum in. Let's say we all take a trip to Colombia. We are fucking. We're platinum. We're like shit. We are primo. Like you say, you men don't realize the power that you have or what level you're on. Excuse me. What level you're on until you leave the country. You got to leave the country. Leave the country just to see really where you are. I'm telling you, you're gonna find out real quick. And you're gonna find probably the most grateful women you ever seen in your life. Women that will actually hold you down forever. They don't do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
They'll do it in a heartbeat because that's what they were taught. Most women here in America are not taught to be good wives. They're taught to be they're taught to go against the man.
Yeah.
That's what they're taught. They're taught to go against the man. They're like, if he can do it, you can do it, girl.
They're
I
taught,
say,
they're taught to protect themselves against the man instead of
Yeah.
having the man protect them.
But at the end of the day, who are you gonna call when shit hits the fan?
A man.
Man. Yeah. And so at the end of the day, you're going against the very thing you need. And that's what most American women are dealing with now. They're going against the very thing that they need. Because women need a man. And I can say men need women. We need each other. At the end of the day, we all need each other. Because you don't hear no man saying, I don't need no woman. I'm independent. I can do it all by myself. No, because that's what you're supposed to do. Stop glorifying all these average things that you have to do. They're not even accomplishments. They're your to do. Otherwise, you fall apart and you're probably going to be on the fucking unemployment line. You know what I mean? Or even worse, homeless. If you got ladies here in America, if you got a man doing this shit and everything, trust me, it is way worse in another country, and you have not seen it because especially most of you women love to travel and like doing all these other side things. I mean, if you travel to other countries, go to countries like Dubai, you go to these countries in the Middle East, you'll see you'll see very quickly what it is because most of y'all don't really realize what y'all have. If you get a good man that actually handles his business, making doing his thing, working, doing his thing, or trying to work at least, not a lazy bum or a nigga off the street that you probably fucking with, you got something that most women probably don't have, especially women that look like you have, especially if you're black. Because most black women are going to be single, or most black women are single mothers now. 70% of chance, or 70% of black mothers are single. That's a fucking issue.
It's an issue.
That's a fucking issue. It's 40% in the Hispanic or Mexican community. That's a fucking issue. And so that's what people need to start looking into and start realizing, like, damn, do I have it? Like, I probably had it all with this guy. But now look at me fucking this nigga in the club. Don't got a dollar to his name. Advice to you ladies, don't fuck niggas and don't fuck over men. I'm telling you, we'll be in a better place here in America. And men wouldn't have to leave. Men wouldn't have to leave to go get something better. They wouldn't. If you just kept it fucking simple.
Yeah.
But most of y'all are complicated, toxic, ignorant. Everything you blame a man to be,
Yeah.
that's what you are. Everything you say men are, everything you say toxic men are,
Yeah.
that's what you are.
It's
There's
a
a mirror
reflection of
to it.
yourself.
It's a reflection. They might even be projections. They might even be projections onto men.
Yeah.
So next time you guys are bashing men, saying man ain't shit, or go online or start a TikTok, say how man ain't this, man ain't that. Look at your own self. Look at your life. Where are you at? Do you have a man? Oh yeah, I got a man. All these men want me. They want you, but are you still single? Well, yeah. Shut the fuck up.
As a man committed to you.
Yeah, as a man stayed at your house more than a week, or come over has more than a week consistently.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a night, but I'll say maybe a nigga wants to get a couple hits in every other couple days or whatever. As a man, been with you, has lived with you, been with you more than a week. I bet you most like I'll be like this. Stand up if a man, all the men that want you have been with you more than a week. They'll probably their ass will be sitting down. There'll probably be one person that stand up.
Yeah.
So no, it's an issue, and that's why we talk about it because it's a big time issue. Look up the stats and statistics. That's something we're not very well versed in. Is all the statistics that's actually happening in our communities and the shit that's actually happening to us.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the stats. Look at everything that's happening in our communities, and actually, make a real decision, a real fucking educated what's called life choice. Because you can be with your single girlfriends and be like, hey, or be that auntie that never had kids. That's fine. And if that's all you want to be, that's fine. I mean, that's cool. And because most of those aunties, the aunties that never had kids, they're trying to fuck their daughters or their sisters, husband or whatever. They're usually trying to fuck them. They never had nothing for themselves. So they're like, okay, let me bring you down to my level and sabotage this shit. So that's where we're at now. And so talking to these women outside the country now, it's a breath of fresh air. So man, talk to these women outside. Like if you have a dating app or whatever, if you have a chance to talk to somebody outside the country, do it. Because I'm telling you, these women actually value men. They actually value men and actually value being with one. They're not combative. They're not going to be going against the grain every single time. You don't have to fight a war with them. they'll fight it with you. And that's who you need to find. Not these combative women. I don't know where the narrative came from. Where if she argues with you or goes against you, that just means she's different. That she's different from all the other girls. No, the fuck it does not. It just means she's a bitch. Just keeping it real. If she goes against you, she's annoying, and that's nothing but negative. There's no positive from that.
Yeah, there's no
What
positive.
man what man truly wants to go through that? I know
Uh,
there's some niggas in the comment section that would be like, well, I like a little challenge. And they're like, no, the fuck you don't.
no, you
You
don't.
just want some pussy.
Yeah,
You just want some pussy. That's it. Other than the pussy, what are you gonna get or what are you gonna gain from being with this woman? Probably nothing.
yeah.
Just
You
hard.
you are gonna have like women by nature are gonna be a little bit combative, but not
Mm.
as much as they are nowadays. Like here in America, they're gonna be a little bit combative to test their masculinity, but not as much as like a fucking crazy,
Even then,
crazy
like
girls,
any
crazy
test,
toxic bitches nowadays, man.
yeah, because any test, I don't like I said, if I'm a man, I'm working like a dog coming back home. I'm not trying to fight a war with you too. I'm not trying to fight a war with you too. If I go out fight a war, am I really going to come back to hear you nagging? No. And like Kevin Gates says, go where you celebrate and not tolerate it.
Hmm.
And that's some real nigga shit though. That's some RNS right there. If I ever say some RNS, that's some real nigga shit. That's RNS right there. Because I'm like,
All right, that's
but yeah, fucking yeah, no, don't go where you celebrate, not tolerate it, man.
yeah, exactly.
Like once you come home to a woman that's happy that you're back home
Yeah,
and she's hugging you and everything, when you have that's the world. You feel like you want everything. You don't give a fuck
you
about
give that
nothing.
woman the world.
You give her the world. Yeah, I mean, like I'll break my back backwards, break
Yeah.
it backwards to make sure she has everything she ever wanted. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because like, when you have a woman that's in her feminine, that's in tune with her femininity, a woman that's not competitive like that, or not not trashy like that. You feel me? Like there's nothing but an upside from there. So get a woman like that. Stop bullshitting. Stop giving your money away to these fucking bum ass women. They ain't got nothing going for themselves. Especially if you're a football player or anything like that.
Yeah.
Don't give your money away either. If you have a little money, don't make it all about getting a girl. Trust me. Dudes that make their whole life about getting women or trying to get women, they never go nowhere. They never do.
Yeah.
So, like I said, let's hustle. Let's get this money. Let's stop bullshitting. Let's get this fucking money.
Yep. Let's get the
That's all we
money.
should be doing and talking about.
Let's
Getting this
elevate.
fucking yeah, getting this fucking money, trying to get this crypto going, and fucking yeah. Let's try to make generational wealth. Because I mean, there's too many motherfuckers out here that have great ideas but never go nowhere, never make the money. At the end of the day, you need money.
Hmm.
You need money to do anything to save the world or anything. You're gonna need a shitload of money to take your family out the projects. You're gonna need money. Take your family out the hood. You're gonna need money. Buy that house, that nice ass house in a gated community. You're gonna need money. Start your own business. You're gonna need money. Everything you need to do in life to improve yourself is going to involve money. That's just it. Now, should your life only be about money? Should you actually have some character and some moral and some values? Yes.
Hmm.
But at the same time, you should always be trying to get that fucking money because you can't do shit without it.
Yep.
Can't do shit without it. There's nothing you can do, without money. I don't know. I guess that's why I leave it there. Um, I don't know what happened to my co-host. Oh, what's good, Dip? But
Yeah.
yeah, man. I mean,
Oh,
need
so
money, man. Yeah, no, I see you now. I see you now. But
something
yeah, you need
happened.
money.
Okay.
You still
Yeah.
come out. You still come out. But yeah, you need money. I mean, that's just bottom line. You need money. And so, let's see. But yeah, but yeah, that's. I just want to end it off strong, though. Let's see. Fuck is going on out here. Let's see. I'm just trying to see what the hell's going on with the world. So we talk about it. I don't know. Doesn't seem like much going on with the world today. Oh, AT&T went down. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I've been seeing all these goddamn memes about AT&T.
Yeah. All the future
But
memes and shit.
yeah, cause fucking
Nah, baby, I didn't go see AT. I had AT&T.
yeah, I got an AT&T too. So I was like, oh fuck. Right when I saw AT&T on the memes, I was like, oh shit. But yeah, let's make this fucking money, yo. I'm like,
Let's make this
I'm
money.
really hard.
Let's make
I'm
this
really
money.
hard.
Let's travel. Let's travel the world, and let's see what the world has to offer us. Vices the other way around.
Exactly. But you think we can end it there?
Yeah, we can.
All right, bet. But anyways, I want to thank my co-host Dominican Poppy, and of course, when you're subscribing to this channel, liking it, it's too.